My friends, the line between democracy and dictatorship in America is blurring faster than a cat chasing a laser dot. Our esteemed President Trump's gone and fallen head over heels for El Salvador's tropical gulag, CECOT. This charming establishment, built by everyone's favourite millennial dictator, Nayib Bukele, makes Alcatraz look like a five-star resort. Let's scratch beneath the surface, shall we? CECOT's designed to house 40,000 inmates, but reports suggest it's more crowded than a litter box at a cat cafe, with a staggering 120,000 poor sods crammed in there. No sunlight, no proper legal representation, and about as much comfort as a flea-ridden moggy. Since 2022, over 85,000 people have been chucked in there, most without so much as a trial or a buy your leave. Now, Bukele's no ordinary leader. He's risen to power faster than a cat up a curtain, using social media to peddle his brand of authoritarianism. He's played on people's fear of gang violence like a virtuoso fiddler, justifying his draconian measures with all the charm of a tomcat in heat. But here's where it gets properly mental. Our commander-in-chief, in a cosy little chat with Bukele, actually said, "Homegrowns are next. You gotta build about 5 more places." Blimey, he's not just admiring the view, he's planning to ship off US citizens to this hellhole. It's like he's trying to outsource justice faster than a corporation moving jobs overseas. Take poor Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland bloke who was wrongfully deported to El Salvador and is now rotting away in CECOT. Despite having protected status due to fears of persecution, he was shipped off like an unwanted Christmas jumper. Even after the Supreme Court unanimously ordered his return, Trump's lot are ignoring it, like a cat ignores your expensive new scratching post. The financial side of this mess is enough to make your whiskers curl. The US has chucked $117 million at El Salvador for security measures, and there's talk of $20,000 payments per deportee. It's like we're paying for our own muzzle, innit? They're even dusting off the 1798 Alien Enemies Act to justify these deportations. It's like using a medieval catapult in a drone war, outdated and bound to backfire spectacularly. If you're as gobsmacked by this as I am, hit that like button faster than a cat on a hot tin roof and leave a comment. We need to get this conversation going before we all wake up in a country we don't recognise. The international community's not keeping mum about this. Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch are yelling louder than a Siamese cat at feeding time, calling CECOT a regression of justice and a mass incarceration without due process. But wait, there's more. The US is funding surveillance tech in El Salvador that's being used to round up people like it's a giant game of cat and mouse. And the conditions in CECOT, no mattresses, limited water, and a communication blackout that's got families more worried than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Trump's proposing to send US citizens there is about as constitutional as a cat presiding over the Supreme Court. It violates the 8th Amendment and goes against the 1936 case Valentine v. United States faster than you can say unconstitutional. This all fits into Trump's Project 2025 agenda like a paw in a glove. After his recent election victory, he's pushing these deportation plans as part of his broader policy goals. It's got people from New York to Los Angeles protesting in the streets, making more noise than a clouder of cats at midnight. Trump and Bukele are thicker than thieves, bonding over their shared love of human rights violations like two cats sharing a sunbeam. They're using terms like alien enemies to describe deportees, dehumanizing people faster than you can say fascism. The long-term implications of this are scarier than a cucumber sneaking up on a cat. It's not just about immigration. It's about the very fabric of US democracy and our standing on the world stage. We're talking about a potential future where 75% of people in these camps have no significant criminal record, where political dissent could get you a one-way ticket to CECOT. So, my friends, let's not be caught napping like a fat cat in the sun. This situation's more serious than a hairball stuck in your throat. If we don't speak up now, we might wake up to find our democracy's been coughed up like last night's kibble. Stay vigilant and don't let the fascists grind you down. This has been Ron de Parmesan, bringing you the news you need to know. Meow and good night.